I hope everybody had a good Monday. And it looks like we are live on YouTube.
Awesome. Take it away.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Harlequin Murray. I am your co-host this evening, as I am every Monday night, unless we have emergencies and things like tornadoes going through town and take out our internet like we did last week. Anyways, I want to first off welcome any of you that are new here. We're excited to have you on the team, looking forward to getting to know you and getting to work with you. But I get the honor and privilege of introducing our team leader and our host for this evening, Miss Ellen Winn. She is a dear friend of mine that I have known for, gosh, I think we discovered it's like 18 years or something like that now that we've known each other. But anyway, she has a very strong background in business ownership. She has owned her own pizza restaurants. She owns a limousine company. She's also got very strong background in network marketing. Whenever I initially met her, she was my upline in another company. She was actually the national training director for that company. And she's got a strong history of training. She used to work for Domino's, did statewide management position and training position with them. So anyways, she knows what we're going through. She's been there, done that, and we're lucky to have her to help train us. So without further ado, Miss Ellen, you want to go ahead and take it away?
If you'll give me just 1 second, Harlequin, I'm trying to send out that email reminder.
I
I
mean, I
apologize, everyone. My computer decided to reboot right as I was trying to log into Zoom to get us kicked off for the night. So it's taking a minute to load pages. Um,
so I
so
finally get it to 30 seconds and you're not ready yet. Just my luck, right?
I know, right? Yep. Sorry about that.
Oh
There it
well,
comes. It won't take me but a minute here.
absolutely. Well, I hope everybody had a great Monday and a good weekend and a great start to your week. Um, and you have some goals in mind for this week that you're going to accomplish.
Harlequin, you want to touch on what David covered today on the leadership Zoom while I'm getting this queued up?
Sure. Yeah, for those of you who have not had a chance to go and listen to it, David pre-recorded today's Zoom and it is on the DACYouTube.com channel. And he basically went and outlined what you need to do with a new person, how to get them started, what you need to review with them just in a synopsis kind of way. And it was very direct to the point. I think it was 6.5 minutes, maybe. So it's a very short Zoom, and it had a lot of information in there of things, you know, doing warm market, cold market, that type of thing, and how you should, or in what order you should approach each of those things. So I would highly recommend that everybody go and watch that. Like I said, it's only a short video, so it won't take up a whole lot of time, but it's got some good information. And if you missed last week's training, I would absolutely recommend going through that as well. The, the
Yeah, and even though he's talking about what to do with your new people, if you're new and you didn't see that, then go through and put yourself in that new person's role. Or if you've been here for a while, put yourself in that person's role. The key is if you've not been actively engaged and following along with DAC on a weekly basis, staying plugged in and actively gathering customers, it would behoove all of us to go back through the new getting started training. We've got an updated business presentation on our partner page. If you haven't seen that, you want to watch that. Also, the getting started training is brand new. It was just put up a couple of weeks ago. We've had some changes and enhancements with our funding process. So David has updated all of those videos. That process that's been changed is, we used to have three buckets for funding. It was Giggle if it was 3,000 to 5,000, or someone doing at least 3,000 that had a personal checking account, as long as they weren't in California or New York. And then if they were doing 5,000 to 15,000 and had a business checking account, they used to automatically go over to the Biddy app. And then anything over 15,000, they went over to Bank Breezy. Well, we're sunsetting the automated process for the Biddy application in that online sequence, simply because there have been a ton of chargebacks by those clients that are getting funded in that automated application sequence. So that'll be worked manually now at Bank Breezy. We will still be using Biddy Advance with some of our funding on those lower dollar fundings, but it'll be something that's hand walked through. There seems to be something with their automated app that is allowing some folks to get funding that don't have a good rating of paying back what they've borrowed. So that's the update there. But again, you want to go through and watch that in the updated training and go through the getting started training. We're in a really sweet spot. DAC is rocking and rolling. Lots of fundings are coming in. I'm starting to see a lot more new agents coming on board. So now's a great time to be getting the word out and really start recruiting and building a team. That's the one question I get more than anything is, hey, I just got started. I'm thinking, should I get customers before I start building a team? Or a lot of people come in with that mindset of, I want to go get a few customers and really show that this business works before I start building a team. Well, guys, I encourage you to start building a team on day one. That's what I did when I got started. I signed up with DAC, and when I went back and looked at that business opportunity, revisited it, and had a conversation with our founder, David Rutz, I invited someone to be on that call with me. So he got signed up immediately after I got my agent ID number. He happened to have quite a few people that he knew. And before I knew it, I had about 300 people on my team in my first 30 days, simply because I brought someone to the table when I got started. So recruit first. We've got lots of evidence that DAC works, so don't feel like you have to be the one that's proving the point that our funding products work, or that our payment processing works, or that our healthcare product works. You don't have to prove that point. We've got lots of proof of that. You just have to believe, plug into the training, follow what we teach on the training, and ask the question of others if they're interested in making money outside of what they're currently doing. Harlequin, did you hear, are we doing, or did you see posted, are we doing another live business presentation tomorrow night?
We are, and actually Tyler and McGuire are going to be doing it.
Oh, sweet. That'll be good. So
Yeah,
a couple of young people
totally
here
different.
tomorrow. That's a great opportunity to invite some people in. We need to be bringing in some younger folks, younger blood. That's the lifeline of any organization, is recruiting new people, but younger people, so that it's spreading and getting the younger generation excited about what we have to offer. So I'm looking forward to seeing them do that. That'll be tomorrow night at 7:30 at daczoom.com. I didn't have a lot prepared today, guys. Last week we had a tornado come through less than a mile from my home, and it destroyed internet. I didn't get internet up until Thursday, and then I had some other things in my family that happened over the weekend, and I've been very, very distracted these past couple of days. So I didn't really have a lot planned tonight, but I did want to make sure, thank you. I did want to make sure that we opened up and gave you guys an opportunity to ask any questions if you do, because that's really the format here. We typically talk about a training subject, and then give you guys an opportunity to ask any questions or bring any concerns or troubles that you're having during the week to the table here and ask questions. Do you see anything there in the chat, Harlequin, that needs to be addressed?
No, there isn't. One thing I do want to clarify, with Biddy Advance going away, anyone who is between $3,000 and $15,000 a month in revenue is going to go to Giggle. If the client is in New York or California, they have to be doing $15,000 a month or more in revenue, and they will go to Bank Breezy.
as
So
long as
just
they
be
have a
aware of
business
that.
account.
Yeah. And the other thing is a reminder that with Giggle, you don't get paid until around the 20th of the following month that they get the funding.
Yeah, that's a good point because I see that on a regular basis. Somebody will say, "Hey, I had a client that got funded and I haven't gotten paid yet." And I'm always asking, "Who was the lender?" And they go, "Giggle Finance." Okay, you won't get paid till around the 20th of the following month, as long as that client makes their first payment. If your client gets funding and they don't make at least their first payment back to Giggle, then that's automatically considered a default, or they've got a little bit of timeline to get caught up and go back to make that first payment, but it's an automatic default if they don't start making payments immediately. If they default, that means that DAC doesn't get paid, and that in turn means that you don't get paid for referring that client that didn't pay back what they borrowed and followed that commitment. Okay? All right, any questions in the chat there?
None in the chat.
Nothing in the chat. All right. We got a few people on here. I see some very familiar names, familiar faces. Yeah, so those of you that just joined us here a few minutes ago, we will have a live business opportunity presentation tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern time. We have Tyler and McGuire doing that presentation. So some young, friendly faces, and I look forward to seeing them bring their energy to the screen. So invite, invite, invite. All right, anything else before we wrap up? I love it when we do these 15-minute meetings.
And people, nobody can even make up a question.
I
My
know. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, guys, thank you. We appreciate you taking time to be here with us tonight, and we hope to see you on the live Zooms tomorrow. God bless. Have a great evening. Take care.